Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Children, now let us discuss about meiosis. The production of offspring by sexual reproduction includes the fusion of two gametes, each with a complete haploid set of chromosomes. Gametes are formed from specialized diploid cells. This specialized kind of cell division that reduces the chromosome number by half result in the production of haploid daughter cells. This kind of division is called meiosis. Meiosis ensures the production of haploid phase in the life cycle of sexual reproducing organisms, whereas fertilization restores the diploid phase. We come across meiosis during gametogenesis in plants and animals. This leads to the formation of haploid gametes. The key features of meiosis are as follows. Meiosis involves two equal sequential cycles of nuclear and cell division called meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, but only a single cycle of DNA replication. Meiosis 1 is initiated after the parental chromosomes have replicated to produce identical sister chromatids at the S phase. Meiosis involves pairing of homologous chromosomes and recombination between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2. Meiotic events can be grouped under the following phases. These are meiosis prophase 1, prophase 2, metaphase 1, metaphase 2 and anaphase 1, anaphase 2 and telophase 1 and telophase 2. Now let us discuss about prophase 1. Prophase of the first meiotic division is typically longer and more complex when compared to prophase of mitosis. It has been further subdivided into the following 5 phases based on chromosomal behavior, that is liptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin and diakinesis. During liptotin stage, the chromosomes becomes gradually visible under the light microscope. The compaction of chromosomes continues throughout the liptotin. This is followed by second stage of prophase 1 called zygotin. During this stage, chromosomes start pairing together and this process of association is called synapsis. Such paired chromosomes are also called homologous chromosomes. Electron micrographs of this stage indicates that chromosome synapsis is accompanied by the formation of complex structure called synaptonymal complex. The complex formed by a pair of synapsed homologous chromosomes is called a bivalent or a tetrad. However, these are more clearly visible at the next stage. The first two stages of prophase 1 are relatively short-lived compared to the next stage, that is pachytin. During this stage, the 4 chromatids of each bivalent chromosomes become distinct and clear appears as tetrads. This stage is characterized by the appearance of recombination nodules, the sites at which a crossing over occurs between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. Crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between two homologous chromosomes. Crossing over is also an enzyme mediated process and the enzyme involved is called recombinase. Crossing over leads to recombination of genetic material on the two chromosomes. Recombination between homologous chromosomes is completed by the end of pachytin, leaving the chromosomes linked at the site of crossing over. The beginning of diplotin is recognized by the dissolution of the synaptonymal complex and the tendency of the recombined homologous chromosomes of the bivalent to separate from each other except at the sites of crossovers. These X-shaped structures are called schismata. In oocytes of some vertebrates, diplotin can last for months or years. The final stage of meiotic prophase 1 is diakinesis. This is marked by terminalization of schismata. During this stage, the chromosomes are fully condensed and the mitotic spindle is assembled to prepare the homologous chromosomes for separation. By the end of diakinesis, the nucleus disappears and the nuclear envelope also breaks down. Diakinesis represents transition to metaphase. Children, now let us discuss about metaphase 1. The bivalent chromosomes on the equatorial plate, the microtubules from the opposite poles of the spindle attached to the kinetochore of homologous chromosomes. Metaphase starts with complete disappearance of nuclear membrane, the most suitable stage for the study of morphology of chromosomes. It involves condensation of chromosomal material into compact and distinct chromosomes made up of two sister chromatids attached with spindle fibers with kinetochores. Chromosomes arrange at center of cell called metaphase plate. Anaphase 1. Homologous chromosomes separated while sister chromatids remain associated at the centromeres. Children, let us see the difference between anaphase of mitosis and anaphase 1 of meiosis. The anaphase of mitosis, the centromere of every chromosome divides and separation of sister chromatids takes place. Only one chromatid of every chromosome moves to the pole. The chromatids moving to one pole are genetically identical to those moving to the opposite pole. Now come to anaphase 1 of meiosis. The centromere do not divide. Homologous chromosomes are separated. Each homologous pair of chromosomes moves to the pole with both the chromatids. Now let us discuss about telophase. The nuclear membrane and nucleus reappears. Cytokinesis follows and this is called as dyad of cells. Although in many cases the chromosomes do undergo some dispersion, they do not reach the extremely extended state of the interphase nucleus. The stage between the two mitotic division is called interkinesis and is generally short-lived. There is no replication of DNA during interkinesis. The interkinesis followed by prophase 2, a much simpler prophase, and prophase 1. Now let us discuss about prophase 2. The first stage in meiosis 2 highlighted by the disintegration of nucleus and nuclear envelope, the shortening and thickening of the chromatids, and the replication and movement of centrosomes to polar regions. Meiosis is a reproductive cell division since it gives rise to gametes. The resulting cells following meiosis contain half of the number of chromosomes in the parent cell. That is because the parent cell undergoes two mitotic divisions called first meiotic division meiosis 1 and the second meiotic division meiosis 2. Each of them has four major phases. These are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Each of these phases is designated as 1 or 2 depending where it occurs, that is in meiosis 1 or in meiosis 2. Prophase 2 is the phase that has follows after meiosis 1 or interkinesis if present. If interkinesis takes place, the nuclear envelope and the nucleus disintegrate during prophase 2. The chromosomes are condensed, the chromosomes replaced and move towards the opposite sides. Spindle fibers grow outwards from the centrosomes. Prophase 2 ends where metaphase 2 begins. The difference between prophase 1 and 2 is that crossover between the chromosomes takes place only in prophase 1, not only on prophase 2. Now let us discuss about metaphase 2, the second stage in meiosis 2 after prophase 2, and highlights the elements of chromosomes along a single plane in the center of the cell. Meiosis is a reproductive cell division since it gives rise to gametes, the resulting cell following meiosis containing half of the number of the chromosomes in the parent cell. That is because the parent cell undergoes two meiotic divisions called first meiotic division meiosis 1 and the second meiotic division meiosis 2. Each of them has 4 phases during prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Each of these phases is designated as 1 or 2 depending where it comes, that is meiosis or in meiosis 2. Metaphase 2 is the second stage in meiosis 2. It follows prophase 2, which primarily highlights the condensation of the chromosome and the movement of centrosomes to the polar regions of the cell. The cell in metaphase 2, when the chromosomes align themselves along with the metaphase plate through the facilitation of the spindle fibers. The spindle fibers are now attached to 2 kinetochores contained in the centromere of each chromosome. Similar to mitotic metaphase, the 2 kinetochores are bound to the spindle fibers from opposite poles and they line on the equatorial plate, readying for the chromosomal movement towards opposite poles in anaphase 2. Let us discuss about anaphase 2. Anaphase 2 is the third stage in meiosis 2. It is the stage after metaphase 2, which is that phase wherein the chromosomes are at the equatorial plane and spindle fibers are attached to the kinetochores. Anaphase 2 is the stage when sister chromatids of every chromosome separated and began to move towards the opposite end of the cell. The separation and movement is due to the shortening of kinetochore microtubes. Anaphase 2 precedes telophase 2. Meiotic anaphase 2 is similar to the anaphase in mitosis. Both mitotic anaphase and meiotic anaphase 2 involves the separation of sister chromatids towards the opposite poles of the cell. In anaphase 1, the paired homologous chromosomes are the one separating from each other. As a result, the sister chromatids remain together. Now let us discuss about telophase 2. Telophase 2 is the stage in meiosis 2 that follows after anaphase 2. In anaphase 2, the sister chromatids that were formerly joined at the centromere are separated from each other and moved away to the opposite poles. At this point, the sister chromatids are sometimes referred to as sister chromosomes. The complete movement and separation of sister chromosomes mark the telophase 2. This will then be followed by cytokinesis, wherein each of 2 cells produced from meiosis 1 will give rise to 2 daughter cells, resulting in total of 4 genetically dissimilar haploid cells. The chromosomes decondense and lengthen, the spindle disassemble and nuclear envelopes reforms. Children, let us discuss about the significance of meiosis. Meiosis is the mechanism by which conservation of specific chromosomes number of each species is achieved across generations in sexually reproducing organisms. Even though the process paradoxically results in the reproduction of chromosome number by half, it also increases the genetic variability in the population of organisms from one generation to the next. Variations are very important for the process of evolution. Let us summarize the lesson once again. According to cell theory, the cells arises from pre-existing cells. The process by which this occurs is called cell division. Any sexual reproducing organism starts its life cycle from a single-celled zygote. Cell division does not stop with the formation of the mature organism but continues throughout its life cycle. The stage through which a cell passes from one division to next is called cell cycle. The cell cycle is divided into two phases called interphase, a period of separation of cell division, and mitosis, M phase, the actual period of cell division. Interphase is further subdivided into G1 phase, S, and G2 phase. G1 phase is the period when the cell grows and carries out normal metabolism. Most of the organelle duplication also occurs during this phase. S phase marks the phase of DNA replication and chromosomes duplication. G2 phase is the period of cytoplasmic growth. Mitosis is also divided into four stages, namely prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Chromosomes condensation occurs during prophase. Simultaneously, the centrioles move to the opposite poles, the nuclear envelope and the nucleus disappear, and the spindle fibers start appearing. Metaphase is marked by the alignment of chromosomes at the equatorial plate. During anaphase, the centromere divides and the chromatid starts moving towards the two opposite poles. Once the chromatid reach the two poles, the chromosomal elongation starts, nucleus and the nuclear membrane reappears. This stage is called the telophase. Nuclear division is then followed up by the cytoplasmic division, and it is also called cytokinesis. Mitosis, thus, is the equational division in which the chromosome number of the parent is conserved in the daughter cells. In contrast to mitosis, meiosis occurs in the diploid cells, which are destined to form gametes. It is called the reduction division since it reduces the chromosomes number by half while making the gametes. In sexual reproduction, when the two gametes fuse, the chromosome number is restored to the value in the parent. Meiosis is divided into two phases, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. In the first meiotic division, the homologous chromosome pair to form bivalents and undergo crossing over. Meiosis 1 has a long prophase which is divided further into 5 phases. There are leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, diplotin, and diakinesis. During metaphase 1, the bivalents arrange on the equatorial plate. This is followed by anaphase 1, in which homologous chromosomes move to the opposite poles with both the chromatids. Each pole receives half the chromosome number of the parent cell. In telophase 1, the nuclear membrane and nucleus reappear. Meiosis 2 is similar to mitosis. During anaphase 2, the sister chromatids separate. Thus, the end of meiosis, 4 haploid cells were formed.